Cause, but I still love. Got 100 different to my cell phone. Still 33 for love. I'ma ride to my dog sitting in jail. It's that ladder on the.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game features a very active secondary. The Steelers are #1 in forcing interceptions, and they'll be up against a Patriots team that will need to avoid those turnovers.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with Tom Brady and the defending Super Bowl champion New England Patriots. It's the final 3 weeks of the season, still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. The man under center leading them now 40 years of age in his 18th year out of Michigan, the great Tom Brady. Now a carry for the change of pace back, the rookie Tariq Cohen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Now Cohen. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
An extra corner on the field for New England here on third down.
Yeah, another DB.
Hurry up, let's go! Hurry up, let's go!
They run. This is Cohen. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Back to the ground, this time with Bell. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. Roethlisberger escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Scrambling not particularly a Roethlisberger strong suit, but he does get the job done there and gets a first. Big Ben, not the most agile quarterback in NFL history, but he can use those legs when he needs to.
He really can, and I think it starts with him taking contact and shedding people trying to get him on the ground. That's when he becomes the most elusive.
Yeah, something he honed back at the University of Miami in Ohio.
Yeah, and they didn't get him down in the MAC. It's hard to get him down in the NFL.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Again, it's Cohen. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. They were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They try again with Cohen. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. But it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearer.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. This is Cohen. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He completes it to Bryant. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot and then connected there and picked up a first down.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he loses the football a second time. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to...
We remind you that coming up later tonight, this is going to be a good one. The Cowboys and the Raiders going at it in the East Bay.
Oh, that's old school right there.
Old school indeed. Then Monday night, another good late season matchup. The Falcons and the Buccaneers he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, these turnovers are a big, big problem. And a huge part of why they're behind in the...
On the NFL scoreboard, an update from up in Seattle. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando. Why does Larry always do that? He just stops talking. But let's go play the 3rd quarter. I'm psyched. This is taken near the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The New England defense gearing up to take the field. And a big reason they've got the lead here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Ryan Anderson in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 12 yards is the pickup there. And that's going to bring up a third down.
Here we go.
Now it's Roethlisberger. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to it.
Now Bell hit. He lost the football, and the Patriots have it. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And that's complete to Jesse James. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, a 22. With that last completion, we've been waiting for it. That means Ben Roethlisberger has reached 50,000 career passing yards.
And what I've loved watching is how he's accomplished it. In the pocket, out of the pocket, taking hits, making plays when you think there's not one there. Big Ben gets it done.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing a shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. This one from 35 yards away. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the uprights...